With another Madden NFL 17 Connected Franchise Career broadcasts. We are getting to play Los Angeles Rams Week 4. And this time we're taking on a big test, the Arizona Cardinals at University of Phoenix Stadium. As you see down there in the bottom left quarter, Todd Gurley is injured. So he's out for half the season. Kenny Britt also got injured, out for a good portion of the season. So now, really talking about the depth players. Other guys gonna have to step up. Will we survive? Well, we're gonna see. So there we go. Let's play Week 4. Well, because we had a good week last week, because I always show the stats from the previous week. Starting to get a little bit of a groove here. The Cardinals may change that though with their defense. Todd Gurley in the promo. Unfortunately, he's injured.
And no position feels the pressure of a rivalry game more than quarterback.
There you go. Numbers on the season. Not bad. Not great. Through 3 weeks, so that's not much actually. Of course, the game's very short because I did 5-minute quarters, so that maybe has a little to do with it. Probably also the lower scoring, as I talked about, in previous broadcasts, wanted a little more realistic. See, it actually says Microsoft Surface on the tablet. Wow. This game's on PS4. Interesting how that one works out. Of course, the transfer awareness. The pink gear.
So they're trying to right the ship here a little bit. They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game.
Alright. Oh, we got the one really good field position.
He'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Mason. And down inside the 15.
And injury. Not my guy, is it? No. Someone looks like they were holding him. Oh, there it is, yep. Patrick Peterson, wow. Big names going down.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
First, they always show him holding a cup of Gatorade, which is no problem, but
if there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
The injury can be worse than it looks.
I got from it, and I think you did as well. They weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it.
Yeah, that's a loss.
Getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise. Don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
Throws, got it. Touchdown.
LA. Tavon Austin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first
Who else? Tavon Austin.
He was able to
Been
move
feeling
around,
it.
found some vision to throw the football, and how about how he
Yeah, he's #1 receiver now. Because Kenny Britt's out. Of course, even with Kenny Britt in, Tavon Austin had to lead the team in touchdowns and yardage. So, all right. You get the ball back. Wow. Oh, they're going to turnovers to start.
To build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Actually, no, we're not getting it.
The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
See some rollouts. See a couple options. Want to go.
Rolling to his right.
Oh.
Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Yeah, he's got it. Yes.
Austin for the Rams touchdown. Tavon Austin.
Tavon Austin again.
The game and 5th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. That's a heck of a start to this one.
Rams will feed in.
2 receiving
The pylon cam.
Just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense...
There we go. Good start. So the gifts turnovers.
The Rams offense now. They get set and head back onto the field. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen.
Little screen, get some yardage.
And he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And a first carry of the game here for
There's a good hole in the middle, and there's a good gain.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole.
Oh, couldn't get past. There was a hole. Oh, man.
That led to a really nice game.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out
right.
And he's got some space here. 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down.
Yeah, that's a 30. So we're moving along here.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Cut in, cut in. There we go, good gain.
Tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Remember, no Todd Gurley for the next, what, 7 weeks? So, a big deal what we got here.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a first carry for their full.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Well, big man with ball.
Quit showing that. I hate it when they show that. 0 fumbles. You know what happens? Never fails, right? Clock wind. I do have to learn to play. So, 3rd and 1.
And again, they'll go right
That's the first down.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Even for the contract length.
One quarter in the books. 14 back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And on the outside,
End of the first quarter, start of the second.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here.
Yep, cut to the outside, and he couldn't get it.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll buy some time right.
To the back. He's got it. Touchdown.
For the Rams touchdown.
Back in the end zone.
Tavon Austin.
It's Tavon Austin again.
Game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
Get him on your fantasy team. No, just kidding.
So not only is that his third
Probably didn't need to drag the feet in. He was well in.
Here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because all...
Of course, the gift field positions, I should say, really have helped out.
And the Rams getting set to go now. The drive begins with Mason. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Good game.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with
I think Arizona's possessions are going really fast.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all
I get the ball back, and like hardly any time goes off the clock.
The ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The first, did he get it? Yeah.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey,
Cunningham in the game.
If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
They go with Cunningham.
Cut. Oh, there's a nice stiff arm. There's a nice run. Very nice run. Very nice run. He is in. Touchdown. Benny Cunningham. Breaks a couple tackles. Into the end zone he goes.
And the Rams add on to their lead. And on that long run,
and I think this is the most points I scored all season. Or we scored all season, excuse me.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. A handoff to start the drive.
Block. Doesn't really get anywhere.
Good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one.
There you go. Ryan Quick with the catch. 3 touchdowns. I don't even have 100 yards yet.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try
Of course, like I said earlier, that's because of the gift field position I've been getting. Arizona had 2 early turnovers, apparently. They got the ball in the red zone to start the drive.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
So let this run down to the 2-minute warning.
To go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. A reminder that coming up at halftime, we'll join Larry Ridley in Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. So we look forward to that.
And I'm looking forward to some air conditioning.
There's Austin. Oh, he had it. Oh, he had it.
A nice hit, jars the ball.
And then when he came down with it, he dropped it. That was tough.
To the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Rolling to his right. He's going to find his
man. There's a catch.
Tavon Austin. They convert on 3rd.
Down the 5-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a handoff here to his running.
Right, breaks the tackle. There's a flag. flag is he basically got pushed back a little bit. Another guy. Face mask. So it's half the distance to the goal.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand.
Because you're already in the 5, so it doesn't really do much. That's trouble. That was horrible.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Wow.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Back to throw. That's caught at the 2.
Trouble. It's down to the 1.
To the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes
how close is it? Is it like a long one or a... That'll actually kind of determine what I want to do here. Oh, it's a long one.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the eye. They'll go with a keeper.
Nope, didn't get it.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal?
Part of me always wanted to go for it, but I'm not in charge of that decision.
So now here are the Rams as their
All right, so start the second half.
They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance
A domination.
And what I'm thinking is that
Still a lot of game left, so
spent the entire half
isn't too complacent.
with them on. Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
What a block.
Out of the pocket. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34.
Some good yards there.
They'll give him 8 on the play.
Third and manageable.
3rd and 1.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some
really upset
defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he will have
first down
as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no
Trying
pun
him in the
intended,
game.
because they got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate
good
up the
game
ball
there.
as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. The 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
And
Just
a
a
big
yard on the
rush
first down
for the
carry, so
touchdown.
it's 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
I'm going to give Mason a chance with the ball to get the objective. Not that I care too much about that, to be honest. I think anyone does. I'm just trying to win a game.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
And on the ground they go with a running back.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
Offensive linemen love creating space for
A
their guys.
lot of running.
But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, They almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he went nowhere.
It's a flag. The flag looks like on the tackle, perhaps. Personal foul. Face mask. Was that 2 or 3 in this game? Same guy, Kevin Mint. Sure, yeah. We will take it, of course.
Penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area.
Finally, some Tonys on the other team. See that too often. Usually the Tonys always on us.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
A couple.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll roll him out right.
Oh, couldn't get in.
10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of
Did pick up the first down, though.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way.
See a lot of rushing plays. Look at all those rushing plays. 28 to 12.
First and goal here from the 2. They'll give it to him right up the
And he's not going to get. Probably like the line of scrimmage.
No gain there, and it's going to set up.
Wasn't much on the ground. Of course, when you lose Todd Gurley, that hurts.
Second consecutive week as you look at the numbers that he just
And make do with what you got.
have the same pop as we normally see him.
You'll stack the line here.
We don't know about.
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legit.
That's fullback. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's the fullback. His first touchdown.
Literally
on the
walked in.
year. And the Rams just continue.
Wasn't hit until he was already in the end zone.
And when the smaller guy can't. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Still in the third quarter.
It was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Back to throw here. He'll buy some time right.
Running, easy first down. And more.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this out past the 45.
Yeah, good yards. Cunningham have a nice game. Of course, most of his yards came on that big run. And that will end the third, so we go to the fourth.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they go
There's a screen that should get a first down easily.
And taking it across midfield
And it does.
inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing,
Oh, nice little cutback by Cunningham.
spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt,
Like he was guaranteed to lose the yards there.
or he's near you. So you're able to
Cut
just
back,
get it
got
to
a
him
couple,
easily.
gets it down,
Once he
nothing.
gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling
I'm
to
running.
his right.
I'm
And he's
running.
got
I'm
room.
running.
A good pickup there.
Ooh, 100 yards rushing. Well, quarterback.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut.
And sheds one.
And now they're going to get him down right at
Can't
the
do much
line of
else.
scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows.
One. I can't. Oh, look at this. Oh, what a play. She had not one but two. It's inside the 10. Don't know why there's need for a pylon cam. Was nowhere near the end zone. Look at all this rushing plays. 37-13.
First and goal here from the 9, and they'll go on the ground. Try to find a lane.
As like I said earlier, most of that was aided on the great field position that we were given.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
All right, I think he's got it. Yes, rushing touchdown for the quarterback.
It's their quarterback.
First career rushing touchdown.
9-yard touchdown run, and the Rams have got it on cruise control. And my friend, it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
45 points.
Last drive, they did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big.
Oh, this is a big game. Oh, there's Mason. Oh, look at this. Oh, this could go big. Gonna run. He's gonna go. Wow. Look at this. Touchdown. So a big run for Cunningham early in the game, and a big run for Trey Mason later in the game.
Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Well, he's talking to me before he should talk to Trey Mason. 59-yard rush.
And the Rams now coming out.
Yeah, I'm sorry we didn't get the 3 first downs. Just one run, and he went all the way for the touchdown for it.
Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Nice cutback by Cunningham. Oh, look at this. Look at Cunningham.
Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just
110 yards on a touchdown.
Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play action pass could very well be open.
Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much.
So that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And some space here. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Right.
52 points. Did not expect that against this Cardinal defense. With Cunningham. Oh, man. And there's an injury. And it's one of their guys. Wow, Tyrann Mathieu.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
So Mathieu and Peterson both getting injured in this game.
And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. A handoff as they run the counter play.
Mason trying to break some tackles.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
I guess. Oh, I stepped out of bounds. Oh, I got in. Oh, that was close. That one, yeah, I stepped out. All right. Oh, what was that?
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow
I hand the ball off.
He's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't hang
dropped
on.
it.
That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Third and goal.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, I also had it and dropped it.
Incomplete.
One second left. I'm shocked.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll lose yardage and be down.
Arizona shutout. Wow. Did not expect that. I'll score 55-0. Looks like I ran the same play. The way I kind of did. Or at least it ended up that way. It was 2 big runs, Trey Mason and Benny Cunningham. I ran one in for a touchdown as well. Look at that. Well, look at all the rushing yards. 388 rushing yards. Won't do that again. So a big unexpected win, 55-0. Did not expect that. I thought this was going to be a tougher game. Who knows, the next game may be tougher. So that's the end of that. Los Angeles Rams win a big one by a huge margin. Complete blowout here in week 4. I had a pretty good game. Did most of my damage in the first half with a great field position. Not a lot of yardage, but the 3 touchdowns. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Tune in next time as for week 5. Thanks for watching. See you later, guys.